So now let's do something brief here. What should I say? In an effort to keep the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 episode a little shorter, George and I have decided to cut this part out and put it in as its own separate short episode. We're going to talk about Captain America Brave New World trailer first, and then we have one email to go over. So there's going to be a link in the show notes that you can check out if you haven't seen the Brave New World trailer yet, or if you want to refresh your memory before listening. If you want to avoid any discussion of it, that's totally understandable. Just skip to the next chapter marker and you'll get to the email section. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
I can go first since I know that you liked it a lot more than I did, I think.
Oh, no.
I think, so my expectations, I think, are pretty low. Mostly because I'm not a huge fan of the Falcon. I like him enough as a character, but like the Falcon as Captain America, that combo just does, I don't know what it is. It doesn't do anything for me because to me, that character, Sam doesn't have the super soldier serum.
Right.
He can fly pretty okay with his wingsuit, but without the wingsuit and just solely, throwing around the shield, I don't see how he has the reflexes or the strength even to fight the way Captain does, which is what made Captain as awesome as he was for me.
I mean, he's kind of like Batman or Iron Man.
Not really.
Okay.
I was going to say, because when Captain America says that line, what do you get when what are you without the suit? And Tony Stark's like billionaire, playboy, philanthropist,
right.
That whole thing. But Sam's not any of that. And he's actually pretty vanilla compared to that description of Tony Stark without the Iron Man armor. You know what I mean?
I think that he has the Captain America attitude, though. Like
he has the heart.
Do what's right. The heart. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, is heart really enough? Like in this world with everybody that has all these powers and stuff. And then the end of the trailer, when you see the Red Hulk tease.
Yeah.
I literally went, oh shit, I literally typed to you, oh shit, the Red Hulk.
I was waiting for you to get to that part.
Yeah. And I knew it was coming because Harrison Ford showing up. I'm excited to see what Harrison Ford does with Thunderbolt Ross. Oh, rest in peace, William Hurt. But like, I'm trying to keep my expectations low because it's hard for me to see a through line through Sam Wilson's limitations as a regular guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he has heart. You know what I mean? But a guy with heart versus Red Hulk, or I don't know, on the same side as Red Hulk, that'll be interesting to see.
Okay, but you mentioned something about Ross when you're talking about Red Hulk. Is Ross Red Hulk?
Ross is Red Hulk.
Okay, I feel like I heard that somewhere before too.
I mean, I didn't pay attention too much in the comics, but somehow Ross ends up finally getting his dream of harnessing the power of the Hulk, except his powers are different. I think the angrier he gets, the hotter he gets in the comic books. So like there's a lot of like whenever he takes a step, shit melts and he leaves like a huge gigantic red footprint everywhere.
See if they keep that See if they keep that in there for the movie.
Yeah, I'm curious because the Hulk is the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets, right?
Right.
And the Red Hulk's different. The angrier he gets, the hotter he gets. So in a way, he's a little bit strong. He's really strong in his own way. But I don't know what they're keeping for the MCU version.
Yeah.
But it's Harrison Ford, so it should be interesting.
I don't like Harrison Ford now that he's old.
Oh, really?
But he actually, in this trailer, he looked pretty good. I liked him in it.
Yeah. I think you're just mad because Dial of Destiny didn't work out so well.
I couldn't even watch it. So just going back to the beginning of the trailer, there's a line that Falcon has, or Sam has to him, to Harrison Ford. It says, like, I'm still getting used to the new look. And Harrison Ford's character, Ross, is like, they said, lose the mustache, lose the election. And I think you like that because it's kind of a nod to
William Hurt.
William Hurt, thank you. Yeah. Who had that sweet mustache. I didn't like it because like, hey, don't forget this is a new actor. I don't like when they do that.
It was too obvious for you.
Yeah. But it's fine. Not that big a deal. There's a line about making Captain America an official military position, which I thought was interesting because that is definitely not going to work out in Falcon's favor.
I mean, we had a whole movie about that.
Yeah. And then I liked they show Isaiah in there, the old black guy who was he ever Captain America or was he just a super soldier?
He was a super soldier. I don't know I forget what his name was exactly.
Okay. I'm sure it's in the comic somewhere. Yeah. But anyways, looks like he's going to try to assassinate Ross, which is interesting. And then I guess that Ross is going to be Red Hulk kind of cinches this for me, but I was kind of getting like bad guy vibes from Harrison Ford. And Ross has never been like a stand-up good guy. He definitely has his own and the military's and in the country's best interests in mind, no matter what,
Right.
So I guess that's not really a surprise, but
his version of patriotism.
Yeah. Yes. So I guess my only other note on it really was that I presume Ford is going to live because they have the Thunderbolts still coming, unless that's some kind of a prequel. But overall, my hopes are probably too high now, and I'm going to be disappointed. I kind of didn't really care at all about it until I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, it looks pretty good. I don't know.
It still could be.
I guess so, yeah. Okay, anything else on Brave New World?
No. Honestly, I'm so much more pumped for Deadpool.
I'm definitely pumped for Deadpool.
For Brave New World. Yeah.
So I started doing a little bit of episode prep on Deadpool, and I was looking at the writers, and I was like, ooh, I don't know about this. Because a lot of the writers have written a lot of stuff that was not good.
Oh.
So I'm not sure.
But Ryan Reynolds is one of the writers, isn't he?
Yeah, but that's his first like real writing credit.
Oh, it is? Oh. Wait, he didn't have a writing credit in the first Deadpool?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I could be getting this wrong. Anyways, so let's move on to email. We did get one email. We got that email from Majors. And apologies in advance, Bud, but I'm going to butcher your email because we are coming up on almost 3 hours of recording right now. And I need to go eat dinner.
Oh, yeah.
So Majors points out that we both missed a perfect opportunity to lean into a pun when we were discussing why people had clothes on in their astral form in the Doctor Strange episode. I had said that I saw that addressed somewhere else, and Majors correctly calls out both of us for not noticing the dressed part in addressed. And he had a good laugh at our expense. Nobody's more disappointed than me, Majors. I catch stuff like that all the time when I'm doing the editing, and I'm like, oh, I should have said something, but I didn't even catch that one in the editing. So well done. I also always say that it's not worth making a mistake if someone isn't there to laugh at it. So at least we have that consolation prize. Majors goes on to say that he also enjoys the acting prowess of Benedict Wong, as we did. And he says that Wong is great as the detective in The Three Body Problem, which I still need to watch. You saw it, though. You liked it, right?
I liked it. I'm curious, as somebody that has such strong science gripes, how well you're going to like it.
So maybe I shouldn't watch it.
No, you should absolutely watch it because of that.
All right.
I need my curiosity ironed out.
Okay, that's on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't had Netflix in forever. I don't miss it, but I do want to watch that show. Majors finds it entertaining listening to our criticisms of the movies, especially the science stuff. He kind of thought that we'd be okay with movie science and allow a wave of suspension of disbelief to wash over us. I wish I could. I truly wish I could just turn my brain off and let these things happen and just enjoy it. But I cannot. A lot of it comes down to improbable versus impossible versus nonsensical versus just stupid. Things that are improbable and they don't try to explain too much, I can let slide. But the further down that scale I just listed you go, the harder it's going to be for me to let it go.
You need to actually get invited to a Pacific Rim podcast so that you can launch into your science group there.
But the problem is to try to research that the podcast would already exist. So,
right.
So, I mean, I've said it before, like, don't try to explain the science if you yourself don't understand what you're saying. Don't dig the hole. That isn't necessary. I prefer it to just be like up to the viewer's imagination and not, accidentally say something incorrect.
Right. Yeah, I think for me, it always goes back to, you're establishing a world. You've got physics and laws that you're establishing as part of that world. If you deviate from it,
Yeah.
it's going to make me notice.
That's actually something that I hate about the Alien vs. Predator movie, the first one of the many things, but they, like the alien, the gestation time for an alien.
I was going to say, I know for a fact it's going to be the gestation time.
It's like almost instantaneous sometimes, right? And it's like, they should be consistent with the previous movies, but okay, at least be consistent with yourself. And it is not. It infuriates me. One more point on that. I feel like as we're doing the podcast, we're really putting these movies under the microscope. And so I'm finding a lot of things that I, A, hadn't found before, and B, would probably normally let slide, especially in a theater setting. But yeah, I mean, if I'm going to look closely at it, I'm going to find some problems.
I want to say, like, I also feel like whenever highfalutin movie directors take a shit all over comic book movies, I feel especially like, dude, shut up. I like this content. I like the way these movies are, and I don't know. It's amazing seeing my childhood like being visualized and brought to the big screen. And so when people like shit on it, that's kind of why I think I hate Snyderverse's stuff as much as I do. It's because I love Batman, I love Superman, and they've like Zack Snyder's like not destroyed them, but like really just put like such a terrible spotlight on them and like just not done any kind of justice. And yeah, the visuals are great, but like especially scenes as dumb as Martha, that's my mom's name.
It's
like
so bad.
Those kinds of scenes like just piss me off so much because it's not worthy of those characters. And yeah, I'm getting heated just thinking about that scene again.
All right, let's finish up Major's email here. So, we got him to rewatch a Marvel movie. So mission accomplished. He says, nice. After he listened to our Civil War episode, he felt he had to watch the movie again. Didn't remember much of the movie from the first time that he saw it, but he had remembered the airport fight being a lot more grandiose than it actually was. So I think that was a positive thing that he said. Someone else recently said that we are convincing them to rewatch some of the MCU movies. And that was right around the time that we covered Iron Man 3. And I just made sure to clarify that he should not rewatch that one.
I was like, did they actually rewatch Iron Man 3 to see if it was as bad as we said it was?
I was very quick to respond, be like, do not rewatch this one.
Yeah.
If that wasn't clear from our episode.
Bottom of our list? I
believe so, yes. It's going to be really hard to unseat that one.
Oh my God, I can't even think of one that unseats that yet.
I mean, there's still got some more movies coming, so we'll see.
Yeah.
So thank you, Majors, for the email. You're the best. If you want to email us, we can be reached at absolutelythebestpodcast@gmail.com. You know, we get a bunch of emails. We'll just have to do separate email episodes all the time. This one was just because we went over a very long time for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So that's it. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Tell the Majors.
Absolutely the Best Podcast is a production of Audio Johnny, a subsidiary of Corporation Johnny.
Corporation Johnny. If it exists, we own it.